Hey beautiful people, and thank you for joining me again for one of my videos in my 30-day video challenge. Today I just wanted to touch on morning routines and talk to you a little bit about what my morning routine is and maybe challenge you to think about what yours is or what you might like to try and make as your morning routine, because your morning routine really sets you up for the rest of the day. So I think it's really important to do some things that are nice and positive and empowering before you head out into the big wide world. So my day usually starts with a nice wake up naturally, which I'm very lucky to be able to do. Um, and I don't know, I naturally wake up about 6:45, 7:15 around that time. So then I will jump in the shower. I usually try and bring some niceness and some awareness into, I suppose, into every sort of humdrum, boring thing that we have to do each day. So having a shower and putting the face on is not the most exciting thing to do. So I usually try and bring some joy into that little process by either listening to I just take my phone into the bathroom and listen to some music if I feel like a bit of a musicy mood, which is all the time really. Or once I jump out of the shower, will put a podcast on so that I can spend that time that otherwise I would probably feel a little bit like I'm wasting by putting makeup on and doing my hair, by listening to a podcast and learning something amazing. So today I learnt some amazing stuff from Tony Robbins. Yesterday it was Melissa Ambrosini's show talking to some amazing woman about gut health. So I really use that time to sort of fill my head with some positive people and some amazing lessons and wisdom and soak it all up. Then I will, once I've sort of got that job over and done with, I suppose, I feel like my brain is a little bit clearer. So then I will go and find a sunny spot and sit and have a little meditate and do a chakra balance or a chakra cleanse so that I feel like everything is as aligned as I can possibly make it before I have to head out into the world. Make myself some yummy breakfast and fill my belly up with some nutritious, fantastic, yummy food that's going to keep me going. Then if I'm lucky enough and I'm starting a little bit later, I will go and do a yoga class. If that's not my routine today or I'm not able to do that, then I might do a little bit of yoga at home before I go, even if it's just a sun salutation or something that's relatively quick but just gets a little bit of flexibility into those stiff muscles that I kind of have to deal with on a daily basis. Then that just really makes me feel like I've got a bit more movement in me. And but like even when I'm having my breakfast, I still try and be quite mindful and just soak in the beautiful sunshine outside, or listen to the birds, or I might be finishing off my podcast. But those sort of routine things where you can maybe normally allow your brain to be absorbed into that scary kind of, oh, everything I've got to do and how am I going to get it done, and that stressful kind of in your head talk. If you can make that boring routine that whenever you're bored, your head's going to go to those places that probably aren't so beneficial. If you can make that humdrum routine into a much more nurturing, self-honouring, empowering routine, then it's a really nice way to start the day. If you can incorporate some meditation of some sort, if you can incorporate some quiet time where you actually just get to sit and enjoy the food that you're eating or the day that's beginning, or if you can have time to set an intention for the day and go, right, what am I going to do for the universe today, or what am I going to put out there today? That's a really nice practice to get into. It may be that your happy place might be going for a run or going for a walk and getting out in nature before you head off for your daily routine. Then that's a nice practice to get into as well. Something that really lights your belly, makes those boring routines a little bit more fruitful and amazing and nourishing, are all amazing ways to kickstart a day that you normally may not have thought of, or may not have occurred to you, that putting some sort of special routine in is much nicer than the humdrum routine. And the same at the end of your day, I kind of have a routine for that too, where I slow myself down and snuggle into bed and read a book for a little while. I'll then use I have some Gabrielle Bernstein cards and also some Rumi cards. So I'll usually just sort of pick one of those, whatever my intuition says is what I need today, shuffle through them until I feel like I'm getting to a spot where that might be the card for me today, flip it over and see what the universe has to tell me that day. And you will be amazed at how goosebumpy, spine tingling, amazingly appropriate a lot of the things are that come up in cards for you. So if that's something that you can incorporate into your daily routine, whether it's your morning routine or your nighttime routine, that's a pretty amazing thing to do too. And sometimes I will write in my journal and kind of recap the day's events, or just spill out some stuff that's churning around inside. And I find that really, really beneficial too, to just empty your head, and just empty that space so that you can just fill it with nice stuff instead of the icky stuff or the stuff that you're really kind of stewing about. So yeah, there's some sort of insight into my daily routine, which yeah, isn't always exactly perfect and exactly all of those steps every single day. They're just things that, like I said, I try and incorporate into every day, because for me every day is a little bit different too. But yeah, if you can incorporate any of those things into your daily practices, it'll just be a much nicer, richer experience for you, and that's what I hope for all of you. So I just hope that you have a lovely day today, and just put some sunshine out there, soak up some love, and until I see you tomorrow, have a beautiful time. Bye.